Hello, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for coming back to join me today. Today I'm going to work on my tag journal, but I think my videos have got a little bit out of sync. So I'm not sure that you've seen the tag journal video, the first one I did yet. So I just wanted to give you an update on my book journal because we did a pocket together in my last video. I've put my kit pages together now and I've done some tabs on the sides. The kit I'm using for this is from Andrea Artie Mays. Excuse my fingers, they are very inky, but I've been doing some, I've been giving mixed media a go and I've been trying to do some book pages that I wanted to do to try and work with this. I'm a bit new to mixed media, so I'm not sure about those at the minute. And I thought I would just show you the pocket that we did in the last video. So we made this flip pocket and I'm surrounded by stuff again. So it flipped out, it had the pocket just there. I'm going to put a Tim Holtz pocket, I think, in there, because this, if you remember, it flips all the way out. And I'm going to put a tag on there with a little beetle on it to show that it is a flip. So still working on that, and I've pinned a couple of things in. I've got all sorts of different papers in here. This is going to be a pocket that flips out this way. And then I think at the back I've got another one that I'm thinking of doing. So we'll be working on this in the next couple of videos. So let me get that out the way. But today what I wanted to continue with, because I think you'll have now seen my first video of this tag book. And it's a really funny light here today in the UK. I don't think I can get it any better than it is for you. It's a really dark, dull day. It's raining, it's rained all day. So I'm having trouble with my lighting, so I'm just hoping you can see. And this paper's a little bit shiny, so it's reflecting. So this completely inspired by Tracie Fox, Love Junk Journals, and she made her tag book, no kit tag book, and she did 5 tags. I think it was a 5 tag book challenge. So I'm late to the party, but I'm here. And I've got my 5 tags. Well, actually, no, I tell a lie. I've got 6. I don't know why I did 6. I think I must have just miscounted. So where I'm at, the book that I'm using, I think I showed you in the last video, and I can't, oh yes, I have got it here. I used the Cottage book, one that I've had sat on my shelf for a long time. So I've collaged all of the tags. So I've been doing a little bit of work on it. I think I did some of these with you in one of my last videos. And I thought I would just come and show you where I'm at, and I was going to continue. So I've finished the first tag. When I say finished, I've decorated it. It's still going to have some other bits. That's going to go on the bottom there when it gets all stitched round, but I'm going to glue that on at the end. I think I might put that under a book just to flatten it a little bit. So that's going to go on there. And then on the inside of that, I've just got a tag. So that's, I hope you can see that okay. That's the inside of the tag. And then I've just done this tag. There's some extra pages, little papers there that you can journal on. And then I've just decorated. And these tags were Andrea, that's Artie Mays, and Tracie Love Junk Journals. They did a tag kit where you mix and match all the different tags. So I've just used that and some papers to decorate. So that's the first tag done, all decorated, trying to keep them in order. So this is the next one that I'm going to do, and I've kind of thought about what I want to do, but I am subject to changing my mind, I know. I want some tags, I know that, so let me get some tags handy. So surround myself with bits and pieces, and then we might find something that we want, mightn't we? So these two are going to be next to each other. And what had I thought for here? Oh yes, so for this one, I've got this is going to be a pocket that tucks in just there. I know the light's shining on it. So that's going to go just there. And then I'm going to have a tag that goes inside, I think. I've put that in to remind me it needs a tag. And then when you turn over, it's going to be the envelope that I think is going to work. So I'm going to glue this. Before I glue it on, I might want to decorate with some labels or something, I think. And I've just got a range of labels. I'm always unsure when you've got these straight lines. So I might put that one there, or although I might want to put something on here. I don't think I want a long one. I should have looked at these beforehand, shouldn't I? Horticulture. The book that I'm using, it's a little bit based around, I guess, Edith Holden, but it's nothing like Edith Holden, but it's around the 1800s. So it's about where this gentleman lived, Mr. Gray, and his wife, where they lived and what they saw around them, what grew around them, and how the farms worked and things like that. So it's quite an interesting book. I know you're not going to see these when you've got the papers, the tags and pockets in. Might be nice to have that one just going off the edge, mightn't it? Let me have a look through my tags and just come back to you. Okay, I'm so slow at trying to choose things that I might want. So I don't know if you can see it, but this is from the book. It says 1894. So I think I'm going to use that. So I'm going to put the glue on that and get that stuck on. Oh, and I wanted, before I did that, I wanted to ink round it. Silly me. Silly, silly me. Oh gosh, everything's out of reach. I feel all 6s and 7s this morning or this afternoon. I don't even know what time of day it is, do I? There we go. Try again. That's gonna, I don't want it to cover up the date, and I can't see if I've got it straight. I think that's straight. 1894, and it's going to be August the 29th. I've decided. And then this one of Tracie's labels. Getting me names in a muddle. It's because I've just finished my 2 journals using Rachel's kits. Just put all of that away. There we go. So I don't know if you can see with the shine on it. So that's going to go in there. So that's going to be a pocket. And I think I want to stitch round this before I actually glue it on. So let me just go and do that. Okay, so I've just stitched around that one before I glue it in. I'm just going to glue it into place because it will obviously get stitched around the other sides when I put the tags together. Not looking forward to that bit. I've just put some glue on there, so that's just going to hold it in place on there. And then when I've done it all, I'll make the, if I could get it straight, it would help, wouldn't it? There we go. And then I'll make some tags to go with it as well. I had thought that I would put a tag something like this in there. It seems to fit quite nicely, but there are some smaller ones as well. But I think that's the tag that I want to use. And I have got some images. I wonder if did I cut any out? I really should have done this before you came, shouldn't I? I just wonder what it would look like with one of these on. The book that I chose, it actually, the ones that Tracie used, and I can't think offhand what it was. Trying to think of the name of it, and I can't. I know it, and I know I've got a couple of copies of it, and I was tempted to use the same book as her, but I wanted to use something different. The one I chose to use actually doesn't have that many images in it. It doesn't have the same nice images in that Tracie's had, so I haven't been able to use many of them for decorating pockets and things. I think he looks a little bit like one of the well-to-do farm labourers. What do you think? I think I might like him on there. I don't want the green. Could have put a little bit of the, what do you call this paper? Ledger paper, isn't it? On it to decorate it. Some of the numbers, maybe. Maybe. And then maybe on the opposite side to that one. What do we think of that? And then maybe another tag at the bottom there. More numbers. I don't think we want more numbers. Shipped as at buyer's risk. What does that look like to you? I quite like that, so I think I might put that to one side and have a think about that. And that's the start of the pocket, the tag that's going to go in there. So that's tag 1 done, and I've actually I've numbered them so I don't forget which are my tags. So flipping tag number 2 over, my thought for this was that I would put the envelope on, so that will get stitched in and all the way around, so it will flip out and you can still put something into it. That's going to be okay. And I'd got this image that I thought I would put on there and have it as a pocket. So I'm going to cut that round that corner, maybe. And put those little children on there. And then it's a bit botanically, but I don't know whether I would use that or not. It could be butterflies that they've seen. Just stick that in there. So I think I am going to stick this on that inside, just so that it doesn't move out of the way. Like that. That's just stuck on the inside, so you're not going to see that. And I'm just thinking I could actually machine stitch that on, couldn't I? On there. And then it would be in keeping with the rest of it. So I'll nip off and do that as well. Okay, so I've stitched round that. I'm going to put this label on here to title what the picture was. I'm going to stick that down at the bottom there, near Alresford. And then we can close this envelope. That's the other thing when you're using a book. There's often something on the back of it that you perhaps would have liked to have used an image, and you can't because you've picked the one on the opposite side. There we go. Glue that shut. There. So that will work like that. So there's a pocket there, just there, look. So I'm going to find, I don't know if I'll use that one or not. I have got some other things I could use, but I just wanted to remind myself. So there's the pocket there, and then it's going to be a tuck spot just there. So that's tag number 2. So they fold like that, that folds like that, and then it should be tag number 3. Is this number 3? 4 and 5, yep. So that's right. So what have we got on here? All sorts I've had thinking for this, I know I have. So this, I do get myself confused. So that's going to go like that. And what I'd thought to go on there was, I've got this pocket that I'd made. Well, it's one of the images of some little children and a gentleman crossing a bridge. And that's going to go on there, and that'll get stitched around. And then I've just added this little card that I'd found. So I think I'm definitely going to put that on there. So again, I'm just going to glue it down. And again, all of the photos in the book had a photo on the back as well, so you had to choose which one you wanted. So that's going to go on there, and then that of course will get stitched when we stitch it. So it may be that little bit big, so I'll go round and trim them when we've done. And then that one, I had thought again we can have a tag in there that would decorate and put something on the top. And I've just got this little envelope with some tickets and things inside that I might put in there. So they would probably go in that one. So I'll put them on the pile, and then that would be clipped on there. And then when I turn over on that one, it's these two that face me. Well, let me just trim that off there. I knew that pocket was going to be that little bit too big. Just trim that off. So what I was thinking on these are going to be the centre two, and I liked what Tracie did on hers, so I thought I might do something similar if I had all the bits. Here we go. So what I had thought was, Tracie did a couple of flips, so I thought that I might put a flip there with fabric so that flips out as a pocket, and then a flip on this one as well. So this would hang down, so one would go that little bit higher up, but not higher than that, so about there with a journaling card in, and then this would hang slightly down and that would flip that way. So I'd thought for this one, I wanted to decorate it, and I was thinking I've got this lady, well I can't pick her up, look. I've got this lady, one of the Tim Holtz ladies, and I found these words. What's it say? Templin and Farrell. So I thought I might put that down the edge with the lady, and that's not quite big enough, but there was the letter, and I've got these. Is that the right way up? Yeah, that's the right way up. So I thought that kind of, it's nice and neutral, so I think I might actually just put those on there. What do you think? I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put this, how far across? Well, I suppose let's cut this edge off here first, shall we? Let's get rid of this white edge so that I can see what it is I've got. I think these papers are from Andrea Artimeza's, was it called Days Gone By? So I think I'm going to put that on there and then cover that bit up. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I might put a bit of that letter on, I'm not too sure. Let's first of all, I want that writing on. Put that on there, just trim it off. I might back this piece of card. I want it to be quite sturdy. I don't want it to be rigid because it's going to be a flip out pocket. I'll look for some fabric as well and I'll get that hinged. Gosh golly, if I could cut straight it would help, wouldn't it? Bits of paper stuck to me, so I must remember it's going that way. Get that stuck on there. And get that stuck on there. If any of you did any of you do this challenge and make the tag book? I think I'll have the writing going that way because I don't mind if I lose the apostrophe off the bottom, but I didn't want to lose the T off the top. Snip that off. I saw a lot on Tracie's Facebook page, the Foxy Crafters. I saw lots of people that had done the tag book with the kit. See, I like that. Oh, you're going to have fabric there, so you don't want it. Don't want to cover it up completely with the fabric, but I want that to be slightly off centre, I think. And I might have some old stamps that I could add, just for a bit of colour, I think. That's a New Zealand stamp. Seeing as it's a British book, it's about the British countryside, I should look for a British stamp. I bet I don't have any. I have somewhere. That one's got the Queen on. Indian stamp. Postage 3p. That's an old one, isn't it? Postage due. Oh, I quite like the purple one. But then, do I need something different? It's going to have fabric down there. I quite like that one. What do we think? Do we like that one? Do we? I like that decoration there. I like the words there that I don't want to cover up. She can be stood there on that. I think that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Decision made. Decision made. So I've got paper stuck everywhere on me again. Postage due 3p. Put that underneath. Do it up a little bit, then she can be standing on there and have the stamp behind her. Does she blend in too well? No, I don't think she does. I think I like her. I don't want to particularly put, I wonder if I've got a little butterfly or something. I suppose I can use what I like, really, can't I? I don't have to. I haven't got any little butterflies, though. Don't forget again, though, Carol, you're going to have fabric down there. You don't want your butterfly. I don't want it to be a fairy. I don't think I'm going to, you know, because I would have put it up there, but I don't want to cover it to be covered with the fabric. So I think I might leave it like that. I've got a smaller butterfly, but it is a very little one. And then the fabric, no, I'm going to leave it until the fabric's on and see what I think, because I don't want it to be covered. That would make me sad. So I'm going to put this lady on. I'm going to use the stronger glue because this is card, isn't it? I don't want it popping off. So I'll probably, after this video, I'll probably work on this off camera. Gosh, sorry if you can hear my tummy burgling. It's ready for a cup of tea. Just hold that down a moment. I like that. I guess I wanted to keep this quite plain. I didn't want lots and lots of different things on it. There we go. So that's going to go, oh, on here. So that will go on there. It will hang slightly down and it will flip that way. So I'll stitch round it I'm just wondering whether it needs backing or not. I quite like the patterning on that though, so I probably won't sew round it, and then I'll put a little grommet in there, I think. But again, I don't want it hanging down too low past the front of the book. So that's that one. And then this one is going to go on there. I don't know what I could put on there. I could put that gentleman on, because then he could be looking at that lady, couldn't he? Try cutting it square is always useful. Where are we? Let me just get this cut out. Okay, I've decided I'm going to do a little collage of it on the front of this. So I've cut this. I think this is from Artie Mays as well. It's one of her collage papers. I suppose I'm trying to keep it quite neutral, aren't I, looking at this? And my thoughts were, I've really enjoyed doing this. It's been something a little bit different. And what I'm thinking is I might try and do a few more of them, but in different, oh, I didn't want that just there, look, in slightly different styles. Let me move it over slightly. I think you could do so much with these, but I'm going to wait and see how I feel after I've stitched it together, because I'm going to give the way that Tracie did it a go. So Tracie did it with fabric and hinged them together, and she said it worked really well. So I'm encouraged by that, Tracie, thank you. But I'm kind of thinking, should you have them at different lengths, different distances apart? Because obviously the centre of the book doesn't need as much as the outsides of the book. So I don't know. Tracie didn't say it was a problem. She said it worked well. So I'm going to give it a go on how she did it. So maybe the next video, maybe I'll put all of this together and do all of the tags and things, and then do a video of me struggling to put it together, which could be fun, couldn't it? I know Tracie, when she did it, I think she kind of held her breath. So that's going to go on there. So that's going to have, it's going to have fabric there. Move it across slightly. There we go. So that's going to have fabric down there, and that's going to flip. I think he's eyeballing her up, isn't he? Definitely. So that's going to go on there and flip that way. That's going to go on there and flip that way. So that's those two kind of sorted. And then this one, this one I was thinking that I would put a fabric belly band type of thing on there. And I think I like it. I don't want to cover that little girl up, and then of course it would have a tag in the back of it. So I think I am going to put some glue on there and kind of glue it on. Put some dots on it, and then it will be stitched in, fingers crossed, when I do the stitching, won't it? And it's not a straight piece of fabric. Because it's kind of tighter here. So it is a bit wonky donkey. Just want to move it up slightly. It doesn't want to stick. I might have to put just a stitch in it. Yeah, that'll hold, I think. Not straight, but it was kind of on a curve. It's quite, it's a, whether it was on an actual curve. I'm not quite sure. Do I like it? Not sure, because I don't know that it's going to hold anything in the pocket. I think it will, because I think I might put some paper on the back of that and make it a flip out, you know, extra writing space on it, so that'll make that thicker. So I think it will fit. So that's that one done. That goes on there. How are we doing for time? Okay, was that the last one? No, I've got one more. I've got the back tag. I have got a back tag, but I've lost it. Ah, okay, so don't panic. Let's have a look at what we've got. I'm going to have to find that. I have got a tag that goes on the back that I was going to put Mr. Grey on. So I've got Dorothy on the front. She's nice and finished, and that's got the tags on it. I've got a tag to make to go in that one. That one turns over, and it's got the envelope on there. This is the pocket that they are going to sit in, like so. That will flip over. It's going to have the flip there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's going to have, oops, wrong way. That's going to have that flip there and that flip there. That's going to flip over that way, sorry. That's going to flip over to that and the back tag that I've misplaced. Okay, so I'll carry on with this. I hope this hasn't been too disjointed, and I'll be back later. Take care, folks. Bye.